Okay, and then I take that off. And I put this on. Whew. Alright. I wonder how much... I feel like I'm pretty far into the game at this point. I wonder, though. There couldn't possibly be any more characters. There we go. Well, let's see. I'm gonna be sad when I run out of Cthulhu. Disease has been cured, but my customers haven't come back yet. Well, maybe you should wash this place so it stops being, disease central. Maybe, just maybe. Thank you so much, kind octopus face man. I wonder how many people have weird, like, we've seen some weird shit in this world. I wonder how many people are strange, inhuman monsters in this world. Why is this building for sailors only? Just because they were too lazy to make the maps? Well, it isn't Cthulhu and his crew. Now that my crew is all recovered, I'd be happy to take you across the sea. Well, that was fast. Where are we going? Cthulhu and his party of brave adventurers take a short, uneventful sea voyage to the north. What strange new adventures await him in this new land? You're kidding! What? Well, okay then. I am horribly mistaken. Wow, okay, and didn't charge money or anything. Just, here you go. Oh, okay. Well, please disregard everything I wrote in the description of this video. Programmer, oh, right, Python. Whatever. I think I'm just gonna... Wait a minute, I have... Void. Flood. Banish to evil. I'm sorry, that combo is just the greatest thing ever. Why would I ever do anything else? Oh shit, these warlocks are serious. These warlocks are dangerous. Why strength build? Weird thing to offer me. Oh, hey, what's this? Welcome to Alhazred. Our poor little town is in danger. The volcano to the rest. Yeah, the volcano's gonna erupt. Everyone's gonna die. Sorry to hear about it. Better luck next time. Actually, the volcano is inactive. No, the danger's the horrible demonic dragon which lives within the volcano. Demon dragons? Well, now that's something we can deal with. Leave it to me. Hey, Kane. Yeah? This is kind of a nice town. Built up into a hill like this. It's kind of cool. You look powerful. Won't you please travel the volcano to the west and defeat the monsters within? Yeah, sure. That sounds like something a hero would do. V is for volcano. A child's first alphabet book of destruction. Open the door and discover a portal to another dimension. The portal is too small for you to fit in, so you close it. Should probably do something about that. Put a seal on it, or stuff some rags into the opening or something. I never believed you could stick a full-grown cat inside such a small drawer. Oh, cats are a liquid. You can fit them in anything. You find a moldy pizza inside the drawer. Virgin sacrifices, quick fix or regrettable problem? I haven't played it yet. Any of the Dragon Quest Monster series. Oh, what all will we have here? Blood sword, blaze trident. We finally have a full set of gear. Oh wow. And they're quite affordable. Why does it spit me back to the previous menu after each purchase? I've complained about this before and it still doesn't make sense. Oh. I can't buy Sharp his armor until I've sold off my existing stuff. Why is money in this game? I never need money. I always have enough. I don't know. This would give you strength and agility, and I do like her having the first turn for healing. But the water damage boost is probably better. I think I'll stick with that. Wind? I don't even use wind magic. Oh, there was nothing in here for paws. Huh, okay, not everyone got gear. And then I want to sell this stuff, and every time I might want that rebirth sword. Every time it kicks me back, I really don't know why. They couldn't figure out. Oops. Okay, let me see. I wanted, I guess, a gem hilt as well. Just in case I decide to use Sharp. I mean, he was actually pretty good. I liked him. Is that a chest? Oh, well, gotta go get that. Is it a mimic? Is it a monster in a box? Is it? Nope, it's 3 potions. Is the volcano gonna destroy the town? Yes, dear. The volcano will burn you all to a crisp. I mean, don't worry. I shall travel to the volcano and put an end to its fiery threat. Lava and passion. My passion is like lava, destroying everything in its path. My passion is like lava, hiding inside me and then exploding forth. My passion is like lava and fire, not the soap. The book goes on like this for page and page. You quickly give up. You know, some people would think that they'd want to read things that were different from the place they live in. Not these folk. I suppose I'll go to an Arctic town and they'll find nothing but books about snow and what it feels like to roll in. Hey, wake up. Dude, I'm Cthulhu. I don't take orders from anyone. Have you come to our humble church to pray for salvation? Nah, not really. I just like to go around town and talk to everyone. Force of habit. I know the threat of volcanic annihilation has everyone worried, but do not fear. Trust in God and we will be spared. But I thought the volcano wasn't going to erupt. It was just full of demonic dragons or some such. Personally, I'm still waiting to see our giant fish monster. Oh, I know where I am on the map now, because I'd seen this from the other side. Anyway, I'm still waiting for existential poetry in its spare time. Oh, okay. Anyway. I want to see... Unite. I want to see a certain giant fish monster person thing. That's what I want. Okay. I know that Void is really going to have a lot of effect. Now that spell, Flood, seems like it should be super effective. Alright. Really? The volcano might be... Well... Okay. Big on, evil frost snakes. No, mist snakes. Okay. Well, I guess it's volcano time. I sense a dark power dwells within this volcano. Probably a demon or a dragon. Maybe a demon dragon. Those poor villagers are in danger. Looks like it's up to Cthulhu to save the day yet again. He sounds like he's getting tired of saving the day over and over. Are you proficient at shmups? I don't get the joke. Wait. Was there a shmups? Yes, there was. There was a ship called the Salamander in I forget which series. Anyway. I am not as proficient in my spaceship shooters as I am in other genres. Well, I hear Xenofighters is coming along, which is good. I look forward to seeing the final release of that. I mean, who doesn't love a shmups where you can play as Zapdos? Originally, they were going to have more random video game things like, ew. Birds fire and poops brimstone. Well, that's great. Gonna have more stuff like Gengar and the like. And Fernape is still alive. Oh dear. Okay, physical attacks are not the way. Try ignoring their defenses, flooding them. A snowstorm. Wow, they won't die. Tentacles. Wow, okay. Alright, I'm gonna be very cautious of those in the future. A flame sword. Didn't I just buy you a blood sword? Well, if I want to have less magical power, yeah, it ignores defense, but less defense and less magic? No, I think not. Besides, it probably wants to do fire element damage, and nothing here would be hurt by that. Following conventional RPG logic, that is. You never know sometimes. Sometimes a game will use non-conventional RPG logic. And you're screwed. Oops, crap. There we go. 'Cause you don't know what to do. Epic music here, but it keeps getting interrupted by battles. Alright, let's see. Pierce. Flood. Heal all. Snowstorm. Yeah, snowstorm's the way to go. Okay. Is that just that one enemy type so much tougher than everything else? Huh. Oh, what's this? Pterodactyls! Okay. Found the demon dragon! It's these things, right? Alright, they're dead. Thus with all who challenge Cthulhu. Let's see. There's one more wrong direction I can go. I'm just gonna call it Kraken. There. Just try to conserve RMP. He heals every time he hits, so it's just like, yeah, Aha! It's a good thing I went that way. Now I have more potions that I'll never use. Clever girl. At least the Kraken is what Cthulhu shouts every time he decides to use a bite attack. To get nastier. In maybe 6. The last 20. I don't know if I can handle it if the battles got harder. I'll take that one, thanks. Everyone seems to be offering me huge boosts to their strength. I use melee attacks for convenience and laziness when a fight is already won. Which power tunic should I equip, guys? +4. Sounds awesome. Stun. You know, if I had both Umi and Paws, I could stun the shit out of something. She has 60%, he's got 80%. Could I just stun lock the bosses? That might be worth removing Docker from the party. Because Paws is also able to do healing. I like this old mysterious fella. But that would be a lot of stun power. Yeah. Stun is OP, man. I'm seriously considering it right now. Strength plus 100%. No. Oh, she's got Void as well now. She must have learned it from Cthulhu. Speed is important for a medic, actually. His depth of healing is already good enough. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Yeah, I figured something like that. Okay. Of course, they get stronger every turn. Curse. Boost yourself. Shield him. Ow. Shit. Fix. Buff still apply. Ow. Shit! I knew the moment I saw this I was in trouble. Drat! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I didn't pull out any stops. I hit that with everything I had. Strike. Potion on yourself. Okay. You're up to plus 20%. Focus fire. Pretty freaking hard now that they're both cursed. You really feel the difference between magic build of Cthulhu and just October being October. physical build. Stun. That was not cool. What's this? That's a mushroom cloud. You know how much dynamite it takes to make a mushroom cloud? A lot. This is getting bad. Oh my gosh. Darn it! Doggone these encounters! The hell! Hell! Just get stronger every turn until you lose. The hell! I'm almost out of one-ups, man. What the hell? Will destroy you. I don't know that either of the other characters would help any. That I've already got. They seem a pretty good party, but God, this is what I'm most thinking about changing out is actually Umi. Darn it. God, this place. Just hold. Doggone it! What the hell is up with this area? I bought all the best equipment and everything. What strategy can I use differently? Knocked out October before that move could go off is what happened. And I just couldn't heal. Like, once somebody falls, you're just in deep shit. 19 battles left and only 2 1-ups. There's gotta be more equipment in here somewhere. Alright, you've got to pull off a Banish Evil to get rid of the Pyro Mummies. The Kraken ensures we win over time. Was faster. That Unite would kill them. Survival. There. Let's go fight some horrible boss or something. Or not. Crap, I don't want more random encounters. It's too dangerous. Maybe if I replaced Umi with a sword. He needs to buff himself for a couple of rounds in the final. Hold together, guys. Come on. Crap! Down. Stun that. You all. Void. Doggone it! Would be dead. And interrupted. The Kraken and then interrupted. Darn it! Yes, alright, the Kraken is up. She's gone down like 3 or 4 times that fight. October is my powerhouse. But she just goes down too easy. That's too many things. Well. Keeps going down. It's a problem. They're already dead. They just don't know it yet. Come on, guys, get some level ups. For the crap you're fighting, you should be gaining like 100 levels of fight. Got that off for once. Flood. Heal all. Void. Hey, Buster! You don't have a good single target attack spell? Poison it. I really, really like the Kraken, and I like the fact that she can boost herself in October. But I'm gonna go with, and I love her stun, but I'm gonna swap her out for the cat. Subpar. But he's more durable. I need that chest. Yep, how's it going, what? Old school, but not actually an old game. Gen all. Go with that. Shield him. Void. I got it. Can't take October down. God, these fights are so stupid. No, I've got this. Hooray for the shotgun. Difficult to remember with all these battles all the time. I should go back and regenerate MP. I'm spending so much per fight. I think being a cold-blooded creature, ice would be the right way to go, but I think I'd rather just use dark element. But a little snowstorm. Yep, this is Cthulhu Saves the World. It's been a pretty fun game, but the game balance is all over the place. Sometimes you'll enter an area and oh crap, there it is, there's a chest. And you can just walk over everything without even noticing, and then you'll enter a later area and it's just... Oh, I haven't heard of him. I've read... I can't say I've read everything Lovecraft ever wrote, but I have to be close. I read most of it. Let's focus. Can't get hit points, huh? I would actually say you need agility, but on the other hand, you're not having the same impact you once were. Yes, have hit points. Wait, no, wait. What was I doing? Right. I need to get up there. Oh, dear. Interesting. Like I said, I've never heard of him somehow. I assume there's English translations for most of his work. There's usually a translation for anything that gets big. Is a pretty good all-target spell, so making that lightning just down this way? I missed the Kraken. Oh, yeah, I've got Gothic. I'm still sitting on that one as well. Ah, so many. Crap. New plan. Let's head back to that door. Let's run screaming back to that door. We'll only get a single encounter on the way back. Maybe no encounters. Holy crap, we made it! Alright. So I've only got like 2 1-ups left. Nope, there's still 10 battles left. Ah, for a second, I was hoping. This is a really good piece of armor over here for character I'm using. No, I don't need your money. Doggone it. Stop knocking out my heavy hitter! That was lucky. That was very fortunate. Come on, just hold it together, October. Come on! Thank you. She just had more defense. I would be in great shape. Alright. I'm not gonna have the Kraken. Gotta pull off the banish. Okay. As long as you pull off the banish, we're okay. Take that, please. What's this way? I'm a huge fan of the original Final Fantasy, and I also really like FF3J, 4, 5 especially. That's my favorite of the main series. 6, 7. I never did play through 8. I started, and it's one of the rare few games I didn't finish. I don't know why. I just never finished it. I missed 9 completely, but I really liked 10. I really liked 10. 10 too... I'm a sucker for the job system, which they brought into it, and I hate pretty much everything they did to the story. It's like they went out of their way. It's like a completely different group of developers went out of their way to track down each character that we liked and make them just screw them up somehow. But the game was a lot of fun. The gameplay was good. Everything else about it was wrong. I don't know. Like I said, all I know is for some reason I stopped playing 8, which it's very rare for me to leave a game unfinished, especially back before I started Let's Playing. Now now I'm willing to do things like first impressions and stuff, but when I was younger, I couldn't do that. Like, if I started a game, I had to finish it. I don't remember disliking anything about FF8. I just finish it. The other game I didn't finish was Legend of Dragoon. So like the 2 PS1 games I started and didn't finish. Legend of Dragoon had a lot of stuff to like about it. It was also very long. Like, it was surprisingly, like, still going and going. Oh, yeah, MMOs are not a thing I do. Yeah. When World of Warcraft was released, I've shared this before, I knew that Blizzard was like my favorite company, but I knew that was a game I could not let myself play, and I swear, over the years, every person I knew, pretty much, was trying to get me to play WoW. And I was always like, I can't do it. The one time I let myself play a proper MMO was Ragnarok Online. I woke up a year later wondering where the last year of my life had gone. I only escaped because I won. You're not supposed to be able to win. But I had done everything. Well, short of getting the stupid, super rare MVP gold cards. Or whatever they were. There were cards. Every monster had a drop that was like impossibly low % chance it would drop. Including the bosses. And those were like the rare super items. Yeah, that was the only thing I didn't do. I have a friend who never played any Final Fantasies before playing. Might have been 14, might have been the other. I know they have 2 different online Final Fantasies now. I'm not sure which one she started playing, but she seemed to like it a lot. And it looked pretty good from what I saw. Oh, hey! Yay! Rings of Power! Well, in a fantasy, you should always immediately put on any Rings of Power. Nothing bad could ever come in that shape. Ever. Come to just buffing defense and regen in every fight. Ooh. Vampire's Dawn. Oh, there's a ton of RPG Maker games to play. So many of them. I still need to do Alter Isla Genesis as a Let's Play. That's my favorite RPG Maker game of the ones I've played. Admittedly, I haven't played anywhere close to all of them, but that looks to me like a simple void ought to do. There. Ah, 2 more. 2 more. We're almost free. Alright. Which is good because we're running out of MP. 40 hours. That's about the right length for an RPG, 20 to 40. Let's see what's left in the MP. No, we got this. The cat hits pretty hard. No, I haven't yet. Sorry. Too many things to do. Oh! Just as the final encounter strikes, we reach the end. I guess they made this dungeon the perfect length then, huh? At least it's an easy encounter. Is this really the end this time? Ah! Well, it now would hit at random and not hit entire groups. Oh well. So much for the shotgun. It's rocket launcher time. Doggone it. We were originally intending to have the volcano dungeon start at the summit and work its way down, but the dragon fight atop the volcano reference was too hard to resist. Plus, it was easier on the world map to have the cave at the base of the volcano rather than the summit. Now I want to fight the Axum Rangers. That's what should be up here. The band of adventure approaches the summit. Where's the monster? A dragon bursts out of the lava. I thought they said this volcano wasn't active. Don't worry, I'll handle this. Looks so small, we should probably help him. Says somebody who won't even be in this combat. I miss Umi and her 100% stun already. And the Kraken. Let's consider how we're approaching this. I'm going to start by cursing you. And we're going to do regenerative and shield him. We're going to start with lightning. I don't remember just a regular plain Jane red dragon in any of Lovecraft's work. Ah, oh, come on! That does more damage than she has hit points. I haven't boosted our defenses and did the regeneration and everything, and you're just like, nah, I just hit harder than you have hit points. Doggone it. Alright, try to stun the crap out of that for a moment. So we set our combo. Continues to buff every turn. Stun the crap out of it. I don't think it can be stunned. Alright, looks like the whole party effects are still in effect. So. Alright then. Set the combo every turn. Assume that which is familiar still in play. There you go. Alright. As long as you two are pummeling this thing. Uh-huh, I see. Just knock my medic down again, why don't you? Okay. 180%. We can survive. Just a few more turns. And ever been using potions, but all of a sudden, since I had to take out Umi, I have to rely on them. Okay. Oh, really? I didn't find it. That would be the reason the volcano was kicking my ass so badly then. Okay, I missed a dungeon. Well, we're gonna go find that thing now. That dungeon was brutal. Brutal. Looks to me like this one's better. I'd like it more if you weren't dead all the time. On the other hand, that agility is really good, but... Ooh! Yeah, you don't have an attack that does that yet. Actually, I should have taken target. I should have taken the single target one. I give up, don't kill me. Join my party! Cthulhu's almost a true hero. Almost? Didn't you see how I schooled that dragon? I thought you were awesome. Dragon, I'll only spare you on one condition, that you become my loyal follower. Yeah, beats death. I accept! Holy crap, it joined my party! Oh, it's an airship? Innsmouth. Oh! So we're going to Innsmouth for the for finally. Ah, good old Innsmouth, home of many of my... No, the Innsmouth people aren't into you. They're into, the giant fish thing. Crap, brain. Come on, brain. Dagon. Well, a small island off the west between... Who cares? But... Yes! Okay, well... Let's see what we got. So you're strong enough to fight the entire party, right? I notice you don't have armor. Its strength is out of this world. Its magic is out of this world. Its agility is among the highest. All of its stats are insane. Its vitality, even its will. Everything about it, its hit points. Everything about this creature is insane. What's the catch? We know there's a catch. Smash. Whoa, it hits hard. Flame breath. Reduces, resists to holy dark. Rampage. Wow. Oh, I love the mana games, especially Seiken and Setsu 3. Oh, it moves so slow. Why would your airship move this slowly? Alright, where's this optional dungeon I missed? Ah. Oh, there we go, if I hold down the button. Where's this optional dungeon I missed? Where? To that place. I'm not finding one. House of Red. Up this path, maybe? Was this what I missed? Here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for, the obligatory ice cave. I was wondering where the battles were. I was like, wait a minute. Hello, all of you things. Okay. Flame breath. Sure, why not? I know the cat was hitting pretty insanely hard every turn. It was doing 1,500 around. So yeah, this is something I can deal with. Starfish! Oh, it ignores defense now. Take the magic. Suddenly everyone gains a level that we could have used fighting the dragon. Yes, I think you need hit points, although you do need agility. Unstable form. Well, obviously that one would want the... Oh, hi, you gained a level too. Everyone gains a level today. Cool. I think you're a brute. But we've heard this music track in the game before. Don't you have something more ice cavey? Two swords are twice as much fun. Actually, fighting with two swords is interesting. It's kind of OP, but nobody ever depicts it correctly for what it's really like. As a fencer who actually did do some fencing with two swords, fighting two people at once and stuff like that. Okay, here's the thing about if you're holding two swords. You do not make more attacks. That's not what happens. Everyone gets that wrong. No, when you're holding two swords and your opponent holds one, you win. I know, that sounds stupid. Like, well, they can stab you. Yes, true, they could still just stab you. But here's the thing about holding two swords. One sword, you wait for them to attack you. One sword parries their sword. Now, while that hand is pushing their sword out of the way, the other hand is stabbing them. And you just do that at the same moment. Just parry stab, same time. There ain't shit they can do. They can back up. They can just get out of distance from you. That's pretty much the only thing they can do. I mean, okay, yeah, there's feints and glissades and binds and a shit ton of ways they could potentially kill your ass, but, you know, generally speaking. Now, if you're fencing two people at once, though, it gets kind of crazy because the strategy I found that worked fairly consistently was because they're afraid of you. You're holding two swords. They're not used to, we're not used to fencing like that because we're used to the duels and oh shit, what might he do with those two blades? So they'll usually be a little bit cautious. You need to be super incredibly hyper aggressive. Like just stab. You're just dueling one of them. Pick one of them, you are dueling that person. Your other hand, it's just parrying whatever the other guy does in your peripheral vision, like usually ones and twos, the windshield wiper, parry, whatever. You're just stab, gotta kill this guy, gotta kill. The moment that your opponents figure out what you're doing, if you haven't stabbed your target yet, you immediately switch targets. Just immediately switch who you're stabbing and who you're parrying. Because the guy you've been aggressively attacking, he is on the defensive and backing up and does not want, and so he won't make the correct move by aggressively attacking you the moment you switch targets. He's been put on the defensive, and you can switch back and forth like instantly. Yeah. I actually found it easier fencing with 2 swords than being on the other side where there were 2 people fencing 1 person. Because we were never trained to fight coordinated as a team. Like, we just did not have that skill set, so, you know, we were duelists. I've done a lot of D&D. A lot. I don't know. The thing is, when I do D&D, like, I spend the whole week preparing, and then I'll sit down and I'll do, you know, a session, a D&D session, and then I'll spend the whole week preparing the next one. And it's, if I'm playing D&D, like, that's pretty much all I'm doing. It's hard to do anything else. Generally, I like to do kind of a... I wanted the players to be able to go wherever they want and do whatever they want kind of thing. Like, the world is much more open world, because I always thought that was the advantage of pen and paper over digital games. Like, you guys can do whatever you want, but the thing was, at the end of a game session, they would tell me what they're doing during the next session. This was critically important, that I'd be like, there's all these places you can go, all these things you can do, tell me where you're going to go and what you're going to do. Okay, because then I have the whole week to plan the dungeons and everything, and the NPCs, and I almost never used monsters from the monster manual. I almost always dealt with stuff that had class levels for some reason, or my own custom monsters, so I'd have to write up everything. Roll up all these characters all the time. Ah, this place is almost relaxing after the hellscape that was that last dungeon. Yeah. Wait, no. Oh, here you are. I mean, it's strictly better, but I guess she's so fragile she needs the better armor. Even if her only attack is Flood. Well, you know that the game could force us to have 2 parties now, and go through a dungeon as 2 groups, like they did in FF6 a couple of times? I always thought that was a cool answer to having, you know, when you've got massive numbers of characters in a game. I have not read Rumo. I've not heard of it. I've read a lot of fantasy, but don't know that one. I'm afraid there are more books in the world than I have had the time to read. Alas. Admittedly, I spent most of my reading has been public domain stuff. But I've read a fair amount of fantasy. God, the last one I read was the most annoying book. Admittedly, it was in the middle of some franchise, so, I mean, I was missing some context. But it drove me crazy with the mistakes. Like, the tone was just all over the place. I can't even remember what it was called. Like, let me try to describe this book. Because I've never encountered such a mess before. 10-1, somebody in chat is going to turn out to be a huge fan of this series, and horribly offended I would criticize it. Alright, so we've got this guy. I don't know, he's a wizard, he's some kind of wizard, and he's been... I think it starts out... Yeah, he had been bit by zombies and was gonna die. Unless they got something somewhere, MacGuffin or whatever. It's like, okay, alright, I'm on board for this. We're a wizard, we're turning into a zombie, our powers are You know, okay, I don't know what our powers are yet, but we'll figure this out as we go. And, like, it's all very dramatic, but he's got a snarky, you know, thing, and everything seems to be going, you know, okay, we're in the real world, but there's magic, you know, it's fairly serious and straightforward. And then suddenly, like, this imp appears and starts talking to him while he's on the motorcycle, and then takes him into hell, and has an entire chapter of just hanging out in hell with this demon trying to find its lost kids or something. And hell is kind of like just a bunch of imps running around pulling pranks on humans, and it's all very silly. Like, this belongs in a different book. This isn't bad, but this doesn't belong in the story with the zombie bites and all the serious stuff going down. Like, that's the story I'm in. Why are we here? It drops him back on the motorcycle like nothing happened. Why did that chapter exist? That chapter had no reason to exist. What? And, like, the book just kept doing things like that, where they would just do something that was completely out of tone from the rest of the novel. Even up to the very end, like, even the very last scene is just... Enemies are always insane. I don't know. He likes his magic sword better. Now, good writing is a little bit... The words on the page were well put together. The characters had a very strong voice. The action scenes, everything was pretty good. The problem was that chapter to chapter, the tone was just all over the place. It was a problem I'd never seen before, not on that level at least, with mood whiplash. It's like, I can't call it bad writing, but unfocused? You skilled 10% mage for every insane enemy? Yeah, but I get like plus 80 magic from the sword I'm using right now. 10% is not as good as that, and I can still make the enemies insane on top of having the plus 80 magic. I'm not a huge fan of dark fantasy. I mean, occasionally. But, some series that try, like... I don't know how to quite express my feelings in words. I've read some fantasy that was trying to be dark and not doing a good job of it. I've read some fantasy that's trying to be realistic and made something far less believable. Good writing is good writing, regardless of genre. I've read some dark fantasy that was pretty good too, but and I've read trash in every genre. I mean, some of my favorite fantasies can get dark at times, but probably not quite in the way you mean. I know that, you know, one of the best writers I've ever read is Dean Koontz. He can be really good, but he goes places I don't want to go in his novels regularly. Like, I swear, just all the time. Every turn? Hell yeah. Like, I really liked, what What was it? The novel that took place in Moonlight Bay with the time travel demon dimension stuff. Oh, what was it called? Anyway, he can really write, and his descriptions and everything are awesome. And he can occasionally tell a truly awesome story. God, the name is on the tip of my tongue of that one. What was it called? But yeah, though, the more of his novels I read, the more he just... Oh, here we go. He would go places I can't talk about on YouTube in his novels regularly. Let me put it that way. A whip? The dreaded fallen angel. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, sure, let's try Rampage. I don't have as many buffs without the cat. Oh. You can't get that plus 100%. Let's do that again. Oh. Oh, man. Well, I mean, alright, I guess. I'll just do this. Oh, man. I don't have the ability to restore MP without Umi. When is he going to get the magic boost? Oh, let's do Rate of Fire. Oh, it can heal itself, can it? That's a problem. Let's make it insane and see if that makes the fight better or worse. Speed, and then we'll do the regen. Curse it. Seems like something that would already be cursed. Oh, ew. Oh, the rain's still going on. It's pouring fire all over this thing. Show off, bragging about your rain. You know I don't get rain 9 months out of the year. Well, I mean, I could get rain in the middle of winter, but it's usually really bad when that happens. Alright, we're done. Good thing I was over leveled. That thing would have been tough. Alright, October, how would you like a big old whip? I think the vampire whip would have self-healing or something. No, actually, I think you need the dark damage more. Alright, where are we going? Well, I mean, you could always put the toilet paper in a plastic bag. Assuming they still let you have those. Just in. Is there a way I can open a map? Oh, what do we have here? Isn't this the beginning of the game? This is the beginning of the game. Yep, it's the beginning of the game. Okay. Dunwich and Miskatonia. Okay. Gotta be something special out here somewhere. What do we have here? Nothing! Okay. Okay. Dunwich and Miskatonia. Oops. Where was Miskatonia? I don't remember. Town that was. See, that was the second town. Alright. Oh, between here and there. How is it between these 2 points? This must be Innsmouth. Not exactly between the two, but okay. It's been a while. Ah, Innsmouth, home away from home, where everyone is rude and surly all the time. It's good to be back. It's getting late. We should find a place to stay. Don't stay in Innsmouth. Good thinking. No visit to Innsmouth would be complete without a place, so without a stay at the inn. Don't do that. This is Innsmouth. We don't take kindly to outsiders. Did you see my giant squid face? For the longest time, this town was called Cult Town. The connection between Cult Town and Innsmouth was obvious, but I didn't stumble upon it until we had already been working on the game for several months. Using Innsmouth led us to a parody of the famous inn scene. You don't say. What to expect when you're mutating into a fish man. Chapter 1, Early Warning Signs. Chapter 29, Swimming among the other demons to relay. Or XCOM will kick in the door and kick your ass. I don't normally sell outsiders, but you've got a familiar look to you. Magic plus 110? Hell yeah. That's a good one. What would they be doing selling holy staves? A plague tome sounds more like their kind of thing. Oh, really? So Ember doesn't get equipment at all. So she's temporarily awesome, but will be rapidly outstripped by everyone else. Is it just me, or is Paws getting shafted lately? When was the last time Paws got an armor? Well. Get out! The door is locked. You can hear a scratching sound inside the building as if a wild animal was trying to get out. Mine. Oh, good. I need a lot of those. And fish people don't need them. It would just be annoying if they were getting back up when I put them down. It's just a junk drawer. Find a note between the books. Unfortunately, the note was written by one of the professors at Miskatonic University, so the handwriting is so poor you can't make out anything other than help and they're going to eat me. Silly, they don't eat people often. Why, if it isn't Lord Cthulhu, let me show you to your room. Night falls on Innsmouth. Cthulhu and his party are getting some much-needed rest when suddenly the villagers attack! Wax. Seriously, is that a K or an X? Make up your mind. Idiots, I was having a dream about taking over the world. The villagers have been thoroughly thwacked. How dare you break into my room? You're only supposed to do that with outsiders! My apologies, Lord Cthulhu. But Lord Dagon told us to attack everyone who came to Innsmouth, even your lordship. Dagon is trying to take over my cult? It was always Dagon's cult. Who are you kidding? The nerve. I better pay old Dagon a little visit to the Marsh Gold Foundry. To the what? Lord Dagon can be found in the deepest part of the factory, in the east part of town. I'll tell the guards to get out of your way. Ah, good. We're fully healed. You know what? This is doubtless going to be the coolest part of the game. But it's late. I know, I started late. So we will do it tomorrow. Seriously, Shadows over Innsmouth. I know a lot of people swear by the Dunwich Horror as his best work, but Shadows over Innsmouth is the best of all of his stuff. There's even a version of it, a radio version, where they have voice actors for each character, and they have just everything. I love the drunk, the voice that they really do the drunk well. Anyway, so tomorrow we will tear through Innsmouth and fight Dagon. So, until then, until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Bye.